and Zoning to order on Tuesday, April the 20th at 6:04 in the evening. First order of business, the minutes. We do not have any minutes. Those will come up at our next meeting. Public participation. Anyone that would like to speak other than what's on our agenda for tonight? If you do, speak up. Hearing none, we'll move on into old business. Item A is site plan approval at 121 South Walnut. I can do this, or you can. Okay, at our regular meeting, planning and zoning, we looked at a site plan at 121 South Walnut, and through several minutes of conversation, there were three things I believe that needed to be cleared up before that site plan could be approved. One of them being, if everybody, you have a group of papers that, yeah, everybody's got that. And if you look on got this, received this tonight. I did look over it with Tim this morning to make sure that he was going to get it corrected properly. In our discussion at our regular meeting, there was an alley to be vacated that was still on hold. It had not been completed yet. And that was left up to the city council to determine if that would happen or not. There was, if that alley was to be vacated, then the alley that exists was 20 feet wide, so 10 feet of that alley would actually come into the site plan that we're looking at 121. So 10 foot would need to be added. There was on the south side, there was a setback line that was basically just incorrect. It was actually showing as 7 foot instead of 25 feet. So the board left it at that and said, hey, these changes need to be made before we will look at the site plan again and make a determination. So since our last meeting, if you look on the south side of the site plan, that setback line has been changed to 25 foot. If you look on the north side of the site plan, you'll see that the alley in question has been vacated, and that was completed last night at the city council meeting. The city council did by ordinance vacate that alley up to, and if you look at your other drawing with the blue on it, that Snyder and Associates, our Midland Engineering put together, you'll see where it's vacated to. It's basically up across two lots that is owned by the Atkinsons, and right up to the corner of lot 8. Okay, that's as far as it goes. It's not a complete vacated alley. It's just basically 2 lots wide. Okay, and that's what we was in discussion with our last meeting. You'll see that drawing, it has been drawn on your site plan. It shows 10 feet. It shows it only going to that area, or basically the second lot. Okay. The reason for the alley being vacated was to allow entry into the curb cut into the lot on the site plan in question. And if you remember, MoDOT gave approval long as the alley was to be vacated. Okay. So, as I have looked at this, it looks like everything that the board asked to be done has now been completed. If anyone sees anything that we have missed, you know, tell me. But I believe those were just the items, the only items that we discussed and needed to be completed. Does the board have any other questions or comments? Stan? Okay. Good. Everybody, is anybody from that's on Zoom now? I do not have anybody in the audience, so the ones that are on Zoom, if you have any questions, please ask those, or any comments. Okay, hearing none. Tim, do you have anything else? Did I cover it well enough?
Yes.
Everybody understands?
Yes.
Tim, do you have everybody on mute?
Yes, I asked all to unmute, when they can, if they have a question. This is Tim Wise with the City of Cameron. I would ask that you guys will email me your contact information, regarding being in attendance at this meeting via Zoom. If you guys have pencil and paper, I'll give you my email address, so our recording secretary can get your information. My email address is twymes@cameronmo.com. Again, that's twymes@cameronmo.com. Put your contact information, who you represent, so we can get you for the record attending this meeting. Thank you.
Is there any other questions or comments? I'd say that the engineer that has been working on this project today was asked to make the changes, and they did that in a very timely manner, working with Tim to get that done, so we can go ahead and have this meeting tonight to get everything cleared up. So, hearing no comments or questions, I entertain a motion from the board to approve the site plan as presented.
I'll make that motion.
Motion is second to approve the site plan as presented. It's at 121 South Walnut. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Abstentions? The motion carried. The site plan has been approved. Okay. And Tim, I'm sure that you will be in contact with the individuals. Okay.
The entrance into that other lot, which has nothing to do with this, is that decide on width?
I think if you look on one of the pages, this one, it says, it actually says 20 feet.
That is the, on that lot widening, for the Atkinsons, that's an additional 20 feet to what's already there, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah.
And we did that because that 20 feet then exactly replicates the 20 feet that is vacated on the alley. So it's no more or less to the opening than what existed before.
Okay, thank you.
And that would be added to, is that a total of 20 feet or an addition, the 12 foot?
20 feet and there's 12 already there, so it's a total of 32.
Yeah.
And we said that the city code allows you to go up to 40. The reason we didn't want to go up to 40 was we didn't want to have to go back to MoDOT to change the total number of feet. By leaving it 20, we didn't increase the number of footage that was opened onto Walnut.
Sure.
And Larry agreed to that.
Okay. Okay. Seeing no other old business, new business? Tim? Anybody?
That's it.
Okay. Anybody from the board? Anything else? No?
Well,
Yes.
I'm sorry, did you have anything else?
No.
I just wanted to thank the commission for coming back again on special session tonight to consider this one thing. We did do it with the city council last night, and they twice read it, so it was done then, and then by you doing it, we can make sure that they move ahead and can make their schedule and move rapidly. And it is important for an economic development issue for the city. So thank you very much for coming back on a special session.
Hearing none, entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Second. Motion is second, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, motion carried.
Hey,
Thanks for those who attended via Zoom.
I know, right? Hey, am I right? Is this a marijuana?
I'll be nice.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is this a marijuana dispensary? Is that
Medical marijuana dispensary.
okay? Okay. And as far as I hot mic, just bear with- as far as economic development, you mentioned that as the first kind of business of its kind. What kind of impact, just from the outset, do you think this will have?
Well, we will get a good amount of taxes from that facility. Then we also get a good amount of taxes for people that are coming and visiting from outside. When people stopping by gas, or they eat dinner here, or some people maybe staying in a hotel. All of those things help, because every little bit raises the value.
And the building it's in, isn't that across the street from Cameron Co-op? Is that right?
And they're
is it-
building a new building.
Oh, even better. Okay.
You can look at it right there, you can see it right between Cameron Co-op and the area building, you see where the building is being torn down, and the land is being leveled.
Well, that's great.
If you drive by, you'll see it.
All right, and one more question, being that this is the first of its business. I know they tried to do something with a Chinese food restaurant, but that kind of fell through. What's it like to kind of be a part of history in a way, knowing this is the first type of business like that?
Well, I don't take any, have no comment on the type of business. It's a legal business that it comports with the state law, and we're happy to have that business here to get some more tax dollars. We will use all the tax dollars wisely.
Absolutely, yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay, sure.